Match number 6 would see our final match of the evening as the SOS tag team titles were put on the line with the team of Richie and Sammy H taking on the champions, the Foundation, Swede and Brad Slayer. And from the start, Richie would all four would collide. All the men would collide. Richie would start battling Swede. Sammy H would start taking on Brad Slayer. They'd hit drop kicks to both, which would Richie and Sammy H would hit drop kicks to both, which would send the Foundation outside. Richie would fly out to meet him. Sammy H would fake the kicks and then an elbow drop by Richie. Ooh, beautiful double teams. By Richie and Sammy H on Swede in the corner for an early 2 count. Swede would manage to hit get back into it, hit a side slam for a 2 count, and then he'd distract the referee as Brad Slayer would choke the opponent. Then Slayer would distract the referee and Swede would choke, and they would just wear Richie down at this point. Great tag team wrestling, distracting the referee between them. The Foundation would manage to keep Sammy H out the ring for a long period of time during this match. Slayer would hit a spinning release suplex for a 2 count. And the Foundation would try to hit a double suplex on Richie, but he'd manage to escape and finally take Sammy H in, much to the delight of the fans. Brad Slayer would hit a lariat that would turn Sammy H inside out. Literally, I swear his soul left his body at that point. Swede would then attack Sammy H on the outside, start to choke him. The Foundation would just wear him down. Swede would hit a stalling suplex whilst parading Sammy H around. It was just, it was a thing of beauty. Just watched him hold him up for that long, as well, literally parading him around. Then a lariat by Swede for another 2 count. Sammy H tried to fight back at this point. As I say, the fans were thoroughly behind him. But Swede would hit a huge fall away slam. But the Foundation would end up colliding at this point as Sammy H hits an enziguri. Finally, Richie gets tagged back in. And you'd see Swede at this point inadvertently splash Brad Slayer, and Richie would use Brad Slayer to do a Dudley Dog and hit a Bulldog. Do a Dudley Dog on Swede, and he'd hit a Bulldog on Slayer at the same time into Swede. Then an elbow drop from the top by Richie, but PJ Knight would come out at this point, wipe the referee out. Richie would hit a double lariat on the Foundation, and Sammy H would hit a super kick on PJ, and then hit a running high knee. Oh my goodness, the action was really picking up to this point. Richie would fly, he'd wipe out PJ and Brad Slayer, and Sammy H would nail a super kick Swede on Swede, and we would have new tag team champions. That's right, that super kick kept Swede down, and Richie and Sammy H would manage to walk away with the titles. At the next event, the Foundation would for the next event, so Foundation have challenged Jack Mids, Sammy H and Richie to a 6-man tag. Oh, what a match that's gonna be, folks. Anyway, back to this match. Foundation have defended that title with those titles with pride, I guess. They've been quite dominant in the period of time that they've held the belts. They are a domineering tag team. They are huge. They are huge to look at. Them 2 wrestlers, just beasts. Part of a heel stable, so they're always going to try every underhanded tactic to retain. They work well as a team. Love seeing Swede, love seeing Brad Slayer. They're a very good tag team to watch. Just seeing them in action is just something that you've got to see it. Honestly, you've got to see it to believe it, to see how good they actually are. As I say, they've defended those titles very well. They're unlucky in some regards to lose this one. They were up against this very spirited duo in Richie and Sammy H. Richie, yet again, with another tag team partner, has managed to win the tag team titles. They put on a great show, and they're energetic. They seem to mesh well together, the Sammy H and Richie. I was a little bit surprised that they won, but you know, these things happen. The fans seem to love them as a pairing. Sammy H is just such a high flyer. Richie is such a great technician, and they seem to work well together. And as I say, new tag team champions. Anyway, if you get a chance to see any of these guys in action, you must go check them out live for yourselves.